It was a sunny Saturday afternoon, and Benny the squirrel was on a mission. No nuts today, no berries, not even sunflower seeds. Benny had his eyes locked on something way better. A half-eaten slice of cheesy pepperoni pizza lying in the middle of the backyard. The only problem? Fluffy the neighbor's cat had spotted it too. Benny tiptoed forward. Fluffy prowled closer. They locked eyes. The pizza sat between them like a treasure chest in an action movie. Benny made the first move. A dramatic ninja roll across the grass. Totally unnecessary, but looked awesome. Fluffy responded with a slow, menacing cat wiggle before a pounce. Suddenly, bark! Here comes Bruno, the overly friendly golden retriever, charging in like a furry missile. Benny panicked, grabbed the pizza slice, and bolted up the nearest tree. Fluffy hissed. Bruno barked. Benny sat on a branch victorious, holding his cheesy trophy, until the cheese slid off the pizza and landed on his head. From that day on, the neighborhood animals didn't call him Benny the squirrel anymore. He was Cheesy Head. Cheese.
The Big Hen and the Farmer. Once upon a time, on a quiet little farm in the countryside, there lived a big, round hen named Henny. She was the pride of Farmer Joe's barnyard, not just because she was the biggest hen around, but because she laid the biggest, brightest eggs anyone had ever seen. Every morning, Farmer Joe would walk to the chicken coop with his straw hat and feed bucket. "Morning, Henny," he'd say, sprinkling corn on the ground. Henny would cluck happily and peck at the feed, her feathers shining in the sunlight. One summer day, Farmer Joe noticed Henny acting strangely. Instead of pecking and scratching in the yard, she was sitting very still, guarding something under her wings. Curious, Farmer Joe leaned closer. "Well, I'll be," he whispered. Under Henny's feathers was the biggest egg he had ever seen, so big it barely fit in the nest. Farmer Joe decided to let Henny keep the egg warm. Day after day, Henny sat patiently, turning the egg gently and humming a little hen song. Finally, one sunny morning, the egg began to crack. Out popped the fluffiest, cutest chick Farmer Joe had ever seen. And just like Henny, it was bigger than any chick on the farm. From that day on, Henny and her chick became the stars of the barnyard. Farmer Joe would smile and say, "Hard work and patience sure do pay off."